ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ರಾಜ್ಯಪಾಲ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಕುಲಪತಿ ಶ್ರೀ ವಜುಭಾಯಿ ವಾಲಾ ಅವರೇ, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಉಪಕುಲಪತಿ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ವೇಣುಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಕೆಆರ್ ಅವರೇ, ಶ್ರೀ ಬಿಕೆ ರವಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಅವರೇ, recipients of the honorary doctorates today, Sri C.N. Manjunath in the field of medicine, Sri S.V.S. Subramanya Gupta for social and philanthropic service, Dr. Kamini Rao. ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. 4 ದಶಕಗಳ ಕಾಲ ನಾನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯದ ಇವತ್ತು 2ನೇ ಘಟಿಕೋತ್ಸವದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಲು ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿದೆ. ಇಂದು ನಾನು ಪದವೀಧರರಾಗಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ಅಭಿನಂದಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭವಿಷ್ಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು ತಿಳಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. Before I start my convocation address, today is a World Earth Day. ವಿಶ್ವ ಭೂ ದಿನದಂದು ಭೂಮಿ ತಾಯಿಯನ್ನು ರಕ್ಷಿಸಲ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. On World Earth Day, I call upon everybody to take steps to protect Mother Earth. We must take pledge to make Earth a better and cleaner place to live in. Increasing forest cover, protecting water bodies, preventing degradation of soil are few such ways to safeguard our Mother Nature. Let's all take a resolve to pass on a cleaner, greener and a safer planet to the future generation. I always say, love and live with the nature. Nature, culture, together for better future. That's my advice to all of you. My dear students who are all getting graduated, and dear parents, and also the honorable members of the Academic Council, members of the academic community, other guests who have come, dear brothers and sisters, I feel it an honor to address you all today on the occasion of this 54th annual convocation of Bangalore University. My dear students, first of all, let me extend my hearty congratulations to those who are graduating today from this institution, which has a reputation for excellence. God bless you all who are all graduating today. Today, you have reached a significant landmark in your academic career as well as in life, which would not have been possible without dedication and hard work. Let me also appreciate the faculty members for preparing the students to achieve this goal by providing them quality education, training and guidance. Swami Vivekananda once said, I quote, that education is the manifestation of perfection already in human being. I am sure that those of you who are passing out from the portals of this great citadel of wisdom today will realize your true potential and contribute your best in the process of nation building. My dear sisters and brothers and youngsters, today our universities have to perform multiple roles such as creating new epistemologies, acquiring new capabilities and producing intelligent human resource pool through teaching and research. Education is not for employment alone. Education is for enhancement of knowledge. Education is for enlightenment. Education is for empowerment of an individual. And finally, education, of course, is also for employment. So we should keep in mind and that the students are well educated, well informed, and their knowledge is also enhanced. They are vested with the power, the today's students, to provide a new direction to India's higher education system. They hold the sacred responsibility of elevating India to the position it once held, that being the Vishwa Guru, the teachers of the world. Once upon a time, India was known as Vishwa Guru. Students from across the globe, they used to come to Nalanda, Takshashila, Pushpagiri, and other places, and they used to have education here. That was the past glory of India. Higher education is instrumental in building up a knowledgeable citizenry which possess critical consciousness, the most vital requirement of a democratic nation. The promotion of interactive academic coexistence among scholars of diverse specializations, facilitating convergence of disciplines and creation of platforms of critical pedagogy for effective learning across interfaces of established disciplines need to be re-emphasized. This is, after all, an era of interdisciplinary learning. Over the past few decades, several non-conventional areas of knowledge, cutting across physical, natural and social sciences, have emerged as a result of researches beyond disciplinary boundaries, thus letting disciplines move closer to one another. The system of higher education must prepare the youth to be competent enough to serve the current techno-capitalist world system and its knowledge economy. My dear youngsters, we are living in an era of LPG, liberalization, privatization, globalization. The entire globe has become a small village. What is happening in Bangalore is known in Babylonia shortly. What is happening here will be known in Washington shortly. That means knowledge, technology has advanced. So we have great opportunities, but also we have many challenges also. The ability of a nation to use and create knowledge capital determines its capacity to empower and enable its citizens to explore their innate potentials to the full possible extent. Today, India has the largest number of young people in the world and therefore will be contributing to the largest labor force, working force to the world economy. Following a knowledge-oriented paradigm of development would enable India to leverage its demographic advantage. 65% of the Indian population is below 35 years. It's a great demographic dividend for the country. It's an advantage, but at the same time, it's a challenge. The youth are aspirational. They have high expectations. So our system, our education, our training should live up to their expectations. Gone are the days where people used to wait for 50 years. Okay, कर रहे कुछ करेंगे, आने वाले भी कुछ करेंगे. आजकल उतना पेशेंस, क्षमता किसी के पास नहीं है. लोग 5 साल के बाद पूछ रहे, नेता आके बताएंगे आपको ये हो गया, वो हो गया, वो हो गया, ये हो गया. और लोग कहने लगेंगे सर ये नहीं हुआ, वो नहीं हुआ, ये भी करना बाकी है. That is the mood now. So keeping that in mind, we have to equip ourselves to face the new challenges and also avail the new opportunities. There are daunting challenges which need to be overcome. The foremost challenge is to measure affordability and accessibility of higher education to all. Access parity is at stake due to commercialization of education and commoditization of knowledge. Commercialization of education and commoditization of knowledge. Earlier, education used to be called as a mission. Now some of them are making it a commission and giving some remission and doing certain omission. We should not fall prey to this, and it should be taken as a passion and also as a mission. It must be accessible to all sections of society and must transcend the barriers of caste, creed, sex, religion and region. Pedagogic practices and curricular frameworks must prepare teachers to be critical and to learn even at the cost of putting themselves in unfamiliar territories. The National Knowledge Commission report states that currently gross enrollment ratio in higher education in India is only 27%. Whereas USA and Canada, China, it is 85.8% and 43.4%. This statistical representation is a telling indicator of our underutilized potential pertaining to higher education. While there is a need to meet the growing educational needs in the higher education sector, merely adding numbers would not serve the purpose. The need of the hour is to provide quality education on par with global standards while making rapid strides towards enhancing gross enrollment ratio. We know of our illustrious heritage as far as higher education is concerned since time immemorial. As I was telling you, Bharatavarsha was once upon a time was known as Viswaguru. Nalanda, Takshashila were flourished. It was said that there were 1,500 teachers for 10,000 students in those historic universities. Documentation of knowledge through an excellent team of translators had also been empowered scholars from different parts of the world to come there to study, teach and pursue research. There were great mathematicians like Bhaskara, astronauts like Varaha Mihira, Aryabhatta, Susruta, who was an expert in Shastra, Samhita. You have so many great examples those days. Garge, she used to come to public platforms and argue those days of Veda period, Upanishads period. Such is the great legacy that we must inherit. India must resurrect this glory of the bygone era and take up production and dissemination of knowledge on a wide scale through initiatives such as the digitization of higher education through expansion of online courses. In future, everything is going to be online. That is going to be the main line, so that nobody need to stand in line. That is going to be the future. And we must all evolve a system. We are moving toward that system. There should not be any need for anybody to go in, stand in line. Go meet and greet people. Shake hand with the people and do something between hands to get something done. That should not be there. Everything should go online. Everything should go direct transfer. Everything should go Janadhana, Aadhaar, mobile. Every entitlement of the citizens of the country, they should get it through digital transformation. That is the need of the hour. The Prime Minister gave a 3-line advice. He said, reform, perform, transform. Transform the nation, transformation. That is the need of the hour. Everybody in the country should feel that is part of the developmental story of the country. So for that, you have to transform the system. Online courses, massive open online courses, distance education, etc. are to be encouraged further. The digital revolution must make possible a wider accessibility of higher education for all, and greater emphasis has to be accorded to a skill-based education by incorporating a 3-pronged strategy of skill, reskill and unskill, as well as learn, relearn and unlearn. That is the future. Laying a robust foundation through the creation of a strong base of natural sciences like physics, chemistry and biology would promote scientific temper and create a congenial ambience for scientific research. It is also important to patent our indigenous knowledge and medicine, and the children also must be taught our history, our heritage, our culture, our traditions that are given by our forefathers. That is very much necessary for any nation to move forward. A nation which forgets its history can never move forward. This has to be understood, and I feel the time has come that we have to reorient our education. Make history also as a mandatory part of our education system. I have been emphasizing upon the need to reform, revamp our higher education and also primary education to not only make our institutions global centers of learning, but also to ensure that the students passing out these institutions are able to meet challenges posed on the employment front. We must transform our higher education system and create a world-class pedagogical spaces that nurture the intellectual competence of our students and contribute the best of human resources to the world economy. Wonderful opportunities are awaiting you, and you must make the best possible use of knowledge and skills you have acquired. You should be lifelong learners and continue to acquire new skills to address the complex issues of our time. I always say, everybody must go on learning. Learn, before you start yearn. While yearn also, you must continue to learn. Because as I told you, the life is changing. New ideas are coming. New out-of-box ideas are coming. New challenges are coming. Climate change. We are all seeing what is happening to the nature. With all these challenges, we must learn new technologies, new techniques. That is the requirement now. My dear friends, wonderful opportunities, as I told you, are awaiting you. During our days, we did not have this many opportunities. We did not have electricity. I used to walk 3 kilometers a day to go to my school and then read and come back. And evening, I used to read under a kerosene lantern. Now you have every facility that is available. Your parents were kind enough to get you this sort of good education. And there are a number of universities like Bangalore University which has come up to really promote quality education. You are fortunate to be part of this university and this education system. I urge each one of you to strive to leave a unique footprint of yours in this world by being a path breaker. Not an ordinary student, a path breaker. I am very happy to see and also award gold medals to a number of students. I was overwhelmed when I was receiving the children, and particularly girls who have received 7 medals, 6 medals. What a wonderful achievement. These children are made. What does it mean? If you give an opportunity, if you encourage them, they will excel. One of the girls, 7 medals. I was asking her, what are your parents? She is saying they are there. I said, what are they doing? They said they are farmers. That means even farmers' children, they can excel provided if an opportunity is given. That is the requirement. And I am also happy that people earlier used to neglect girls' education. Now slowly it's picking up. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Beti Badhao. Encourage the girl child, promote the girl child education. That also is now proving good results. As the Vice President of India, I have been going around various universities. So far, I might have gone to 75 plus universities. In number of places, when degrees are awarded, because 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, normally the Vice President gives only gold medals, distinction only. So, that being the case, when I start giving medals, to my surprise and happiness, in many of the institutions, it is 65% of the recipients are the girls. That's a positive change that is happening. We must focus more and more on educating a girl. Educating a man means you are educating a person. Educating a woman means you are educating a family. You have to understand this. That has been our tradition. Some people say, no, sir, ye ladki padke karna kya? To ghar mein baithna hai ant mein. She has to be at home. Who told you? Those are the days. But those days have gone. Even those days also I told you, Gargeyi, Maitreyi, they used to come in Vedas period and give pravachan. Tell people. Those days, even in Purana, if you believe in Puranas, Saraswati, goddess Saraswati, education. Parvati, defense, Raksha. Lakshmi, finance. She was the finance minister, if you speak in present day terminology. So that was the importance given to women those days also. And India also used to be called as Bharata Mata, not Bharata Pita. Nobody called it as Bharata Pita. And even if you go through the rivers of the country, Ganga, Kaveri, Yamuna, Saraswati, Mahanadi, Mahendra Tanaya, Narmada, Tapati, all rivers, Kaveri, all women. Why? That is the importance our society, our culture, our system has given to the girls and women. So we should now refocus our effort to see that our girl childs are educated and they are given preference at home. And if you give an opportunity, they can excel even today. You see Kalpana Chawla, you see Pusarla Sindhu, you see Sania Mirza, you see Arundhati Bhattacharya, you see even latest is International Monetary Fund Chief Economic Advisor is Geeta Gopinath from the state of Karnataka, from Mysore. So if you give an opportunity, the girls also will excel. This is what I want to emphasize. And secondly, there is a talent in everybody. Just now as we recognize talent from a farmer's daughter, there is a talent in everybody, not only among the educated, even uneducated. The potterer, the fisherman, the goldsmith, the blacksmith, even the cooks, they have their own speciality. The food they cook, something special. You go to MTR, people will be standing on queue. When I used to come to Bangalore earlier as minister, as MP, I used to go morning Janardana Hotel, 8 o'clock, because the taste of that hotel's idli and dosa, oh, I can't explain it in words. Now I can't go there also because of protocol and all. Such is the taste. So many things, not only that. So many items are there very much in India because of the skills. These skills have come because of thousands of years of civilization. We must preserve those skills. We must promote those skills. We have the inherent strength. So our education system must really recognize the skills among the children and encourage them in that particular period. That's why I said even the education system also, when I was a student, we used to have an NCC class compulsory. Now it's gone. NSS compulsory. Now it's gone. And earlier we used to have a gardening class. Gardening. To be friendly with the nature. That gone. And we used to have a physical training class. Now schools are run in multi-storied buildings. No physical activity at all. And then we used to also have a moral science. Now science remains, morals have gone. We must now re-emphasize on ethics and values. You just now, Taittiriya Upanishad, you were just reading. There is a meaning. Unfortunately, we are not focusing on our ancient literature and culture and heritage. That's a weakness that has come to our system because of the colonial mindset. The foreigners have ruled us, ruined us, looted us and cheated us. Cheated some of our minds also. India being such a great country of Viswaguru, once upon a time, having 25% of the world GDP once upon a time, India never attacked any country because we never believe in aggression. We believe in progression. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu vasudaika kutumbakam. Vasudaika kutumbakam, that is the philosophy of India. So we must again adhere to our values, to our culture, to our heritage and follow the path shown by our forefathers and not to be carried away by the colonial mindset. It is vital on our contemporary post-colonial context that we strive towards preservation and development of our regional bhashas. Wherever I am going, I have made a mission to encourage the national languages, that is the mother tongue of every individual. The mother tongue has to be spoken, has to be promoted, has to be protected. Every child must remember 5 things. 1, mother who has given you the beautiful birth should never forget her. Second, mother includes father also, of course. Woman, W-O-M-A-N, man is there in woman. Second is native place, Janma Bhumi. You should never forget native place in your life. Even if you become something big, you must do something back home to your native place. Even some of you want to go abroad also, there is no need to go abroad, everything is available, still you want to go abroad, go. Learn, earn and return to do something to your native place. That is my advice to the youngsters. And then the third thing is Matru Bhasha, the mother tongue. You should promote, protect. You must speak in mother tongue only at home. This is my advice to all of you. Kannada, such a beautiful language. Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Malayali, Marathi, Assami, Punjabi, Bhojpuri, Kashmiri, Dogri, even Urdu. Whatever has come from mother's womb, that has to be spoken. Because you will be able to communicate better in your mother tongue. Bhasha और भावना एक साथ चलता है. In order to make you to understand the importance of mother tongue, I just give an example, small example. Mother tongue is like your eyesight. Eye. And other language is like spectacles. If you have eyesight, then your sight will improve further if you wear spectacles. If you don't have sight, even if you wear ribbon glasses also, you will neither have sight nor foresight. You lose every sight. So keep that in mind and encourage. And I am of the opinion that the school education up to the college must be there in mother tongue primarily. Other languages also should be learned. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong in learning English. You must learn English also. You must learn Hindi also. No language should be opposed. But at the same time, you should not ignore the mother tongue. That's my advice to all of you. As a vice president, I receive foreign dignitaries, presidents, prime ministers, even our prime minister Narendra Bhai receives. When they come, even they know English. They don't speak in English. They speak in their mother tongue. And there will be a translator. I asked Sushma Swaraj, Foreign Affairs Minister, सुषमा जी क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है? उन्होंने कहा वो लोगों को अंग्रेजी मालूम है मगर बोलते नहीं है, वो अपना मातृभाषा में बोलना पसंद करते हैं और गर्व महसूस करते हैं. She said that they feel proud. They feel proud to speak in their mother tongue. We feel shy. Why should we feel shy? Such a beautiful classical literature is there in Kannada. So we should really focus on our mother tongue promotion also. Fourth thing is motherland, the country which has given you the beautiful birth. You must always remember the country and do something to the country. The country, Atak to Katak, Kanyakumari to Kashmir, irrespective of caste, creed, sex, religion and region, India is one nation, one people, one country. We are all Indians. We are all Bharatiyas. अलग भाषा, अलग वेश, फिर भी अपना एक देश. विविधता में एकता, भारत का विशेषता. That is the speciality. We must promote our language, but we should not insult other languages. We must allow people to learn other languages also. This is the greatness of this country and this nation. We should not become language chauvinist. At the same time, talking our own language, promoting our language, nothing wrong. After I became the chairman of the Rajya Sabha, you know the Vice President of India has got a dual responsibility, not only the second constitutional authority, but also chairman of the upper house, Rajya Sabha. So in Rajya Sabha, I made it now possible that members can speak in any language they like, 22 languages or all official languages. They can speak in Kannada in Parliament and there will be translation. And the fifth thing, and the fifth one important is, remember Guru, who has given you this knowledge. The institution which has brought you up to the stage. The basic knowledge giver is Guru. Even after IT has come, net has come, even after Google has come, there is so much development. Google is good, but Google can never replace Guru. This has to be remembered. If there is something wrong with the net, you need a teacher to come and again set right it also. Keeping that in mind, all these 5 things are very important. Please develop them. My dear youngsters, as you step out of this institute and start your career, you will find the individual efforts in combination with the teamwork will guide you to greater success and achieving major milestones in your professional career. I am sure that this institution will achieve greater heights in imparting higher quality education and nurturing skilled youth force fully equipped, capable of taking India to its rightful place at the helm of world affairs as a global leader. My dear youngsters, you have all seen that India is on the move. As I was telling you, India, we are fortunate. You are all fortunate. See the Bangalore. What was Bangalore 20 years back? What is Bangalore now? See the electronic city. See the IT revolution that has come. See what is happening across the country. The national highways, the rural roads, the technology, and also the ports, airports. India is on the move. I go around the world, visiting different countries. All eyes are now on India. India is being recognized and respected because of the talent, because of the development that is taking place. The World Bank, the World Economic Forum, the International Monetary Fund, the ADB, Asian Development Bank, the Moody's ratings, not Modi's ratings, Moody's ratings. Everybody is indicating that India, if it moves with the present speed, it will become third largest economy in the world. That's what is being said. So you are entering into a world where you have so many ample opportunities. So work hard, aim high, work hard. Aiming and dreaming alone will not suffice. You must aim, you must dream, and you must also work hard to achieve that goal. If you work hard, you can definitely become something in this country. If this country gives opportunity for whoever has got some merit, whoever has worked hard, irrespective of the background, they will be encouraged. So keeping that in mind, my advice to all of you is work hard and then try to move on in your life. Another important thing I just want to touch, because really what is happening across the globe is another challenge. One side is climate change. The others, that we are trying to face that climate change. We have joined Solar Alliance. We are also taking advantage of nature, making so much progress, and world also is focusing. Another issue on which there has to be focus is terror. You are all yet to recover from the barbaric terrorist attack in Sri Lanka, which claimed the lives of several innocent people yesterday, including 3 of our Kannadigas from Karnataka also. Really unfortunate. My heart goes out to families of those killed and injured in these inhuman acts. India will stand in solidarity with the Sri Lankan government and its people in this hour of distress. The world community should unite and initiate concerted action to eliminate the scourge of terrorism from the face of the earth. Mere condemnation and compensation will not suffice. We have to contain and root out terror in all its form by going to the roots. Yesterday's dastardly attacks have once again proved that no country is safe. Earlier India used to be victim. Others used to offer lip sympathy for us. But today, we have seen that no country is safe. USA, UK, Australia, New Zealand, France, and now yesterday it is Sri Lanka. Every time, somewhere or other, no country is safe. So this is a challenge for the entire humanity. The world must understand, and they must all now think about some serious action. Whenever such heinous incident take place, the world leaders condemn and send condolences. Okay, good. But people are disillusioned and are thinking that they are not doing something concrete. This is agitating even my mind. With 42 years of public life, working in the state and the center, seeing the progress of the country and seeing the challenge of terrorism growing, and particularly in the backdrop of one of our neighbor aiding, abetting, funding, training terrorism, one of our neighbor, in spite of all our efforts. So I also get agitated. Why the world is not coming together, not speaking in one voice, and then go for some concerted action. We need to send a strong message to the perpetrators of terrorism, and they cannot get away and will be brought to justice. That message has to be given. World over, thousands of innocent people are being killed, and still the world community is not coming together for a united, coordinated action. It is high time for the United Nations to conclude deliberations on the long-pending proposal put forth by India before the United Nations General Assembly in 1996 for a comprehensive convention on international terrorism, which seeks to criminalize all forms of international terror and deny terrorists, their financiers and supporters access to funds, arms and safe havens. This is the need of the hour. The UN and the world leaders must come together, draw up a concrete and time-bound action plan to identify and eliminate sources of terrorism, people, organizations and countries which are aiding, abetting, funding, training terror, which are allowing their soil to be used for terror activities. All channels of funding, the lifeline of such dastardly actions, must be totally cut off in a concerted action by the world community. We should speak in unequivocal terms against terror actions, tactics, organizations and their leaders. Organizations like Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, ISIS and many such others need to be outlawed and banned. Anybody cooperating with such organizations need to be dealt with in a most stringent manner. Why I am saying this is there cannot be progress without peace. We don't have future without peace. Peace is the prerequisite for progress. There cannot be attention towards development if there is a tension. If there is a tension on the border, if there is a tension in the country, there cannot be attention on the development. Keeping that in mind, the world must move. That's why the countrymen also are agitated. Even I am agitated as the Vice President of India. How long we should go on seeing such actions? 215 people being killed. And in a place like Colombo, a country which believes in Buddhist philosophy, on an important day, Easter Day, Easter is an important occasion for prayer, love and affection, and such dastardly actions taking place. Bengaluru also earlier has witnessed. Mumbai has witnessed. Hyderabad has witnessed. Every important city has been a casualty area. Keeping this in mind, I thought it's appropriate. George Bush, the former US President, said, not taking united and strong action against terror would not only destroy public buildings, but also lead to the destruction of democracy and its nations. This is what he has said. Terror or all actions of its form, they threaten our own existence. It's a grave risk staring at civilization that is rapidly making strides to improve people's lives. It should be noted that poor people are the worst affected in terrorist incidents. As a peace-loving people must come together, and we must all bring pressure on our respective governments, and the world community must go together. So this is the need of the hour. I thought I should use this occasion, and I am addressing the youngsters, to caution not only India, but also people across the globe that it is too late. It is too late that we should all wake up on the Sri Lanka incident on a day meant for love and faith. Hatred is being spewed. I hope this should be a final wake-up call for all the nations. These acts are barbaric. The world has already witnessed too many such attacks where thousands of innocent people have lost their lives. My dear friends, youngsters, that's why we have to focus on these important issues. One is the climate change. That is not the duty of the government alone. We also have a responsibility. Over the years, some of us have developed an attitude that everything will be done by the government. सब काम सरकार करेगा, हम बेकार बैठे तो चलेगा. ऐसा नहीं चलेगा. ऐसा नहीं चलेगा. You have to keep your surroundings clean. Swachh Bharat is not the program of Narendra Modi. It is a program of the entire country. Yoga, which is good for our body. Yoga is for your body, not because of Modi. You have to do exercise because of your body and mind. It brings unity between mind and body. It takes care of your health. Health is wealth. But wealth is not health. If you have good health, you can eat anything. But if you have wealth only, you can't think of MTR. You can't go to Iyengar Bakery. Why? Because health is very important. That's why our forefathers have told us, Arogyame Mahabhagyamu. This is what our forefathers have told us. So I would like to conclude by saying two things to all my youngsters. One, please go back to our earlier living. Lifestyle changes are happening. Sedentary lifestyle is no good for any one of us. Reduce dependence on cell phone, on mobile, on TV, on net. Otherwise you will be in debt because you will not do anything. It should not become a weakness. It should be used very sparingly. This is the warning that people are giving, experts are giving. Second, and it's spoiling the minds also. The so-called social media is going awry in certain places and spoiling the younger children. And the second is food habits. We have such a traditional food habits, good food habits. Such a beautiful food is there available here in Karnataka, in Tamil Nadu, in Andhra, everywhere in the country. Why do you run after the Western food and go for junk food? I appeal to all of you, leave the junk. Junk food, burger, pizzas, stored food. Some people have weakness for instant food. Instant food means constant disease. Understand this. How can food be instant? Food has to be cooked. Our forefathers lived for thousands of years and they have given us how to cook food, what season, what sort of food you should eat, that have been prescribed. So we should carry forward the same. Your ragi mudde, how powerful it is. I need not explain. You have so many things. I need not go on explaining those details about food habits and food. They are very popular. Indian restaurants also are becoming popular. And secondly, the food which we eat should suit us. And that has been proved by our forefathers for years together. But because of passion, because of colonial mindset, because of advertisement, because of some icons endorsing them, you go through advertisement and then you go to the restaurant and then say, what is there? The menu card says chicken 65. The fellow is not even 25. He wants to eat 65. And then chicken Manchuria. We have Himalaya here. Why should you go to Manchuria, Bulgaria and Somalia? I am not able to understand. I am just saying it in a lighter vein so that you understand. I am not suggesting that you should become vegetarian or you should become non-vegetarian. You should eat only chicken, not mutton or not egg. I am not saying on that. What is suitable to you? What you have been eating all these days? And if you want to modify, also modify. You have so many techniques available now, expertise available now, so many restaurants that are available now. Very tasty. And you can really enjoy that instead of trying to catch up with the junk food and stored food. That's my personal advice to all of you because of the experience and the magazines I am studying across the globe. They're all cautioning us about cancer. They're all cautioning us about non-communicable diseases. That's a danger. And a young nation of 65% of the being youngsters and a powerful nation which is going to become a powerful third largest economy, we should not suffer on the health front. So take care of your lifestyle. Don't adopt sedentary lifestyle. Do some exercise. I am now 70 almost. Every day I play badminton 1 hour in the morning. 1 hour. And I also try to walk and also do some yoga. Not for country and not for Modi, because of my own body. I try to take care of. This is required for all of us. We youngsters should focus on these aspects also. That is my advice to all of you. All the best to all of you. God bless you. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind.